2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand, because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one, if you can win, will certainly build your confidence. We need this one to bounce right. Yeah, that was a safe play. And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Ouch, that hurts. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week, because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida court.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That one's heading down Broadway. Ah, don't you love the long ball, Rich? Driving a par four. Is there a few things more thrilling in the game?
Oh, what a play. You know that. I love it when players are aggressive. Way to go. What a shot.
She finds herself in a share of the lead.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Next up is a par four. Always a stern test. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Ooh, that almost went down. Just a short putt remaining here. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Oh, almost went in. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Luke, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
If it's up, it could be in. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will take her to 4 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
That's pretty tidy. That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Second shot here on the 7th. That was wonderfully done. A birdie putt awaits. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take it to 6 under. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them. That's frustrating. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We've reached the 8th hole. Opting for the 5-iron. This one is right down the pipe. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here. Little birdie looking here.
Ooh. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. I like the look of this. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Go in. And the extremely long putt will drop. Well done.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. Well, this should find the short grass. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner, But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
That tee shot looks pretty good. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's got momentum now, just birdied the last hole.
Sitting at 1 over. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. And down she goes. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. Okay, time to return to the action. Second shot here at the 10th. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. And he's down there. You got to read.
This one will run uphill.
It was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. Now 2 shots up after that one. This hole is a par 3. I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar, Luke. The greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
She's currently in first position. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up-and-down birdie.
This one's headed towards the rough. Lining up from the sand now. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, what a shot from the bunker. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. We've arrived at a par 4. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going down? Putting for a par here. The putt drops, and we're moving on. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Time to face a par 4. She got a hold of that one. What's she facing with this shot, Henny?
Oh, she's got roughly 180 to this flag.
Going with the 7. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
And it's time to recap that play.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
This one's looking good.
That's a great putt to make. She's on fire today and is building her advantage.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now 6 shots in front after that hole. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. And here we are with their 4th. Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt here for double bogey. Make sure you make this one. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Super shot, that.
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. She needs this to save par. This one's tracking. Yeah, good job. Nice par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we go, Rich. We're at the lucky last, teeing off the 18th hole. Oh, that was flushed. Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Going with the hybrid. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. 8 feet to the cup. Now that's a mistake. How do you leave that short?
It was a slippery putt coming up down the hill, so not too surprised to see this one coming up short.
And that will do it for this player today. And there you have it, folks. At the end of the opening round, they find themselves in top spot. Not bad, eh, Rich?
They're feeling awfully good about their game, aren't they? But there's lots of golf left to play. They need to make sure they go out
and continue to play on the front foot and try and get this thing done.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and this player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. And let's see what she can do here today. And he's down there.
And from around 135 yards.
Oh, that's handy. She should be delighted with that. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Just go ahead and tap that one in. And that putt will drop. Well done.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. This one looks like it's going right. This would be a great up and down from this spot. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Oh, I like the look of this. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. This hole here is a par 4. Well struck. Time for the second shot into the third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Trying to save par here.
Oh, so close. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. Not a bad line, this one. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Gary Player couldn't play bunker shots any better than that. And back to the course with the live action. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one looks to be heading towards the green. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt on the table. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. She's currently sitting in first place. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th. And after that par, they're looking for something good here.
Club up. I like this play.
Well, that's a handy shot. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. This one started out on a good line. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's too bad. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Here we are at the 6th hole. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. 4 victories so far this season. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And they'll tap this in for birdie. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Time for the 2nd shot here at the 7th. How close was that to going down? Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Putting for par. And down it goes. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Beauty of a chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Going with the 5-iron here.
This one headed left in a hurry.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This one's for bogey. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Henny, what does that lie look like?
You can get great connection on this one. The rough's not going to cause any trouble. It's sitting good.
Getting ready to play their third. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Just didn't drop. Okay, let's get back to the action. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
That was a gallant attempt. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
It's looking solid.
And as we step on to the 10th tee, Rich, always good to look back at the 9 holes just played.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Great shot. Time for the second shot at the 10th. And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Now with the honour on a par 5.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Blame the caddy.
So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Judging it beautifully.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, Rich, how good is that?
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Let's see what happens here at the 13th. Good shot there, Beamer. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, she's looking at 145 from the flag.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, just missed. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Looking good. Well, that'll play. Still in the lead now after that hole. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. That's not what she wanted. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Lining up now this shot from the fairway bunker. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
I mean, this is just her worst nightmare. Horrible lie. I don't even know if she's going to be able to get this out.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Getting ready to play their 3rd. This putt for par here. Just missed that one. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And she's our leader. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. That ball looked a little thirsty. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Got a bit out of shape. This one shouldn't find the cut stuff. Playing their 4th shot. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Time for the 5th shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Currently 10 under for the event. Time to get this train back on the tracks. They need to focus here and get back into the game.
Wondering if she's going to go for it. She could definitely get there and increase her lead.
Quality shot, that one. Second shot here on the 17th. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She got one back on that last hole.
This is Brooke Henderson. That takes great skill. Lovely shot out of the sand. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's got 10 feet, her favourite distance from today.
It's tracking. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18. That should find the fairway. Opting for the 5-wood. A big bold play, and it almost paid off. Close to the surface. Let's see if they can get it up and down.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
And that signs off on today's round. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot. Well, that's some pretty tiny work through 2 rounds, Rich. Has opened up a huge buffer over the field.
I don't think I've seen 2 rounds this complete in my life, Luke. Having such a massive lead, how can they handle it?
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this 3rd round action. Hello, Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam. And Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
This player just needs to keep going out and just staying as relaxed as they have been. And don't take unnecessary chances. Just keep it simple. Find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts if you will, and see where it lands at the end of the day.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, she's got roughly 115, I'd say.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival, Brooke Henderson.
Yeah, a bit long on that one. 3 feet to go here to the hole. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Here we are at the second tee. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Putting for birdie. Was on a good line. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And that puts her in first place. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Nice recovery there.
Great touch.
Oh, what about this stuff?
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Welcome to this hole. That's a par 4.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game, and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And, you know, everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity.
A great opportunity here. This for eagle.
Oh, so close. And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
That'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt. A 3-putt for par. That's tough going. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
What a drive. Look at that.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Par putt coming up here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Currently 13 under for the event. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. And they get a little ground draw here. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shots.
Rolling end to end, this is looking nice.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Already has 4 wins under the belt this year. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, that's frustrating. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Here she goes again, making putt after putt. The lead just keeps extending. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Here we go, the 10th hole. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. She'll have to work hard to get out of this one.
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
That's not your best shot. You're going to have to use that same club. Oh, that was a beauty. This is a good opportunity for her to make a par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Great rhythm on that swing. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Six feet remaining to the cup. And in it goes for the par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
That one's heading out to the right. That should set up another chance. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
They're staring this down for eagle.
Okay, steady now. Time now for the 4th shot. It's just about 3 feet away. Well hold. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Good looking shot this. Second shot here on their 13th hole. How close was that to going down? And this putt to move to 15 under par. And that putt will end up short.
Scott Hoke, as in choke.
She's currently sitting in first place. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Pretty good shot there.
From around 180 yards out. Currently leading by 3. Going with the 8-iron here. You like that, didn't you? And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Get in the hole. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. We have a par 4 on this one. Wonderfully played. This one from about 160 yards out. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Good shot there. Ooh, a 12-footer. Love to make a few of these today.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
I should be pleased with that one. That's a good strike.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Ooh, right by the hole. This is a par putt.
These are on rails, looking good.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Leading by 3 strokes now. Teeing off now on a short par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Beautiful swing there. That's going to be a shot, Rich, they remember for the rest of their day.
Shot of the day right there for me, Luke. I love the aggressiveness.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently leading by 3. Just didn't drop. An opportunity to make a par here. As they say, drive for show, putt for dough. That'll cost you. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Well, here we are, the 18th hole. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That was a little loose. Don't expect a good lie here. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This one's for birdie. And that's it for today. Through 54 holes, this wonderful golf continues. Our leader in the clubhouse.
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. In saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. It's been great to have your company here. And Rich, we're into the final round now. What's our next player dealing with as they get it underway?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. And let's see if she can set the tone for a good day.
Nicely done.
What does she have in front of her here, Henny?
She's looking at 135 from the flagstick. Over 300 yards from the tee as well.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. Let's see what happens here on the second hole. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
That'll sting a bit. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And down she goes. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Teeing off here at the third hole. Handy effort, that one. Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, that almost went down. She has this putt for her par.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
For the par. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
That dog will hunt.
Rich, we saw it right throughout Tiger Woods' career, just epic shot after epic shot. What was the best shot you ever saw Tiger hit?
We were playing in 2002 in the Grand Slam of golf over in Hawaii. Justin Leonard, Davis Love, Tiger, and myself. And we, on the second day, wind's blowing at a pretty good clip on the par 5. I think it was number 7. And you had to bust 2 shots to get there. Nobody, I mean, it was nearly impossible. And in fact, it was impossible with 3 out of the 4 of us to get it home in 2. Well, Tiger gets up there on this par 5 the second day. And he's already leading by like 800, I think. And he drills one right down the middle. I lay up with a 3-wood. That's how hard it's blowing. I lay up with a 3-wood to about 70, 80 yards. And this little green's a little peninsula. It kind of goes from left to right, a little bit of a fade if you're a right-handed player, with water on the front part of the green and the pins over in the back right. And he gets up there and smokes driver off the deck into about a 25-mile-an-hour wind to about 6 feet away. And I look over at my caddy and I go, is this for real? I mean, are you sure that we're not in a video game right now? Because that's just not possible. I mean, it literally, the second shot off the deck with the driver was hit about forehead high and traveled about 270 into the wind. And the ball just kind of hung there, seemingly just about 20 feet off the ground, just hung there. And kept hanging, kept hanging, kept hanging, and fell right exactly where he wanted it to. It was unbelievable. And at that moment in time, you kind of sit there and look at yourself on the inside and you go, whew, I don't have that shot, and I don't even know how to make up for a shot like that I don't have. You just knew that you're just kind of sitting there watching something that nobody else in the game can do. It's phenomenal.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 2. That's tiny. 7 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
That was a gallant attempt.
Putt is underway.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Currently 15 under par for the event. Teeing off here at the 7th.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. No longer tied for the lead at the end of that hole. She's now our sole leader. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. That's a high-quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Now that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
She's got a nice look at par here.
Oh, so close. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Going with the 5-wood. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Ouch, that hurts. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well, here we have it, Rich. This player's tied for the lead with the back nine to play.
Yeah, exciting position, isn't it? You'd rather have the lead on your own, but listen, tied for the lead. Pretty good spot to be in. They're going to have to work to earn this victory. What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
Second shot here on the 10th hole.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Trying to get to 17 under the card with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day.
I like it. 2 in a row.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. A splash. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Not the result they were after there.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. She's currently in second place. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Getting ready to play their third. And only one off the pace here. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. This one's online. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Next up is this par 4 hole.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
That should find the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 13th. This would be a great up and down. Not sure what the intent was there. And here we are with their 4th. Currently tied for the lead. This is a bogey putt coming up. Oh, so close. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Let's begin the 14th. That makes its way to the first cut. Going with the 7.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
A bit too much pace on that one.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. What's she facing with this shot, Henny?
She's looking at maybe 155 or so, I'd say here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
And this putt coming up for her par. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. 8 feet to the cup. Ah, that's frustrating. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole. Going with the pitching wedge here. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. A look to get to 13 under par. Oh, terrific. What an effort. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Great opportunity at that to gain some strokes in the field.
And that one's headed to the drink. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. Playing their 4th shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Chance here to reclaim a bit of focus after that double at the last. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Opting for the 5-wood. That always looked wet, didn't it? Time now for the 4th shot. Oh, absolutely flushed. This putt for a final score of 75. And with that putt, her event is over. Well, that's a shame, Rich. You never like to see that, gifting a small lead down the stretch.
It's a difficult pill to swallow, but I think the player will look back on this tournament and realize that when they're in a position to win, they can't afford to make the mistakes that they did.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.